Yeah, I think you're ready. Great. You can raise the right here.
Man, sweet.
That way you get it up. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Okay, if I could get everybody to please take their seats. All right. Thank you for being here. If you wouldn't mind, please stand so we can do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you for attending this year's Veterans Day commemoration event, honoring veterans both past and present. At this time, I would like to ask all veterans in attendance to stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service. If there are any family members of veterans, could you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Without the support of our families, the veterans' jobs would be much more difficult. You take on increased responsibility and are often faced with challenges, many challenges, when the service member is deployed. Thank you for your courage and your strength. I would like to recognize our county board members in the county manager's office who are in attendance today. Thank you for being here. As veterans, we all follow different paths to service. For some, it's a family tradition. Some are called to serve during times of conflict. In others, it's an opportunity to gain skills, further education goals, or provide for their families. Or it may be a mix of all the above. Interspersed with these reasons are influences. To the veterans joining us today, I'd like to ask you to think about what influenced your decision to join the military. For me, there were many veteran influences from an early age. My grandfather served in World War I and would later see his own sons serve in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. I was too young to understand the significance of their service, but many years later, after my deployment to Desert Storm, my uncles began to share their experiences and their stories with me, which gave me a fuller understanding of what it meant to serve. This understanding would only grow and deepen throughout my career. Other influences came from those whom I served with, from the screaming drill sergeants to the wrench-turning chaplain, and some of those, they only now live in memory. 2025 has been a commemorative year. We have celebrated 250 years for the Army. Hua. 250 years for the Navy. All right. And as of next week, November 10th, 250 years for the United States Marine Corps. All right. 2025 is also the 50th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War. In our commemoration of veterans, consider for a moment the average ages of war veterans from the following wars. Vietnam, 71 years old. Korea, 88 years old. In World War II, 98 years old. Today, Cold War, Persian Gulf War, and Gulf War veterans are represented throughout Arlington County in the Arlington County workforce. We are the next era. Those of us that have served and that are sitting in this room. We are the torch carriers for our fellow veterans who came before us, and we are tasked to set the standards for those that come after us. While our time in uniform may have come to a close, our service to the community continues. So at this time, it's my privilege to introduce and bring up to the podium Board Member J.D. Spain for the proclamation.
So I think I'm gonna do a little bit more than the proclamation. Simply, wow, y'all look beautiful. You look very beautiful. I have some remarks and then I'm gonna do the proclamation, but before we get into this, I do want to take a moment and recognize officially my colleagues on the county board who are with us today. You know, this job, being a member of the county board, is not one that you can just do alone. And I just want to take the opportunity for us to acknowledge them, because this proclamation in and of itself is not something that JD just gin up. This is a collective effort, and that's how we work as a board. So first, I want to recognize the Honorable Maureen Coffey, who's with us today. And our chair, who states he did serve some time overseas in the Greek military, I think that was, but our chair of the county board, Takis Karantonis. So as a proud combat veteran of the United States Marine Corps, who's had the honor of serving our nation for 26 years, I stand before you today, not only as a member of the Arlington County Board, but as someone who knows firsthand what it means to wear the uniform, to serve and to sacrifice, and to carry the commitment long after duty calls. Veterans Day is more than just a day on the calendar, my friends. It is a moment to pause, like we're doing today, and to honor every man and every woman who has answered the nation's call. I had the privilege of serving overseas for 7 years, including tours in Stuttgart, Germany, Brussels, Belgium, Mogadishu, Somalia, Fort Sherman, Panama, Okinawa, Japan, and the first wave of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Experiences like those remind me that hope for peace is written into every veteran's story, not just mine, but it's a hope that we carry home, whether we come back from combat, and the legacy that we pass on. Here in Arlington, legacy surrounds us each and every day. We're home to, some would say, the biggest operation that's going on in the world, the Pentagon, Joint Base Myer-Henderson Hall, the Navy Support Activity Arlington, and the Army National Guard Readiness Center right off Glebe Road. We're home to Arlington National Cemetery, a place where many of my colleagues, I'm probably sure many of your colleagues and family members, lay to rest in that sacred and hallowed ground. And that ground reminds us of the cost of freedom. Our county here in Arlington is proud, per our last report, to have over 13,000 veterans residing here in Arlington. That is veterans. We're not even talking about the military families and all those that are associated with it. And we are committed to those veterans here in Arlington. And here on Veterans Day, we live here every day with our neighbors, with our coworkers, and our loved ones who continue to serve in countless ways. So I also want to take a moment to recognize our county manager, Mark Swartz, our director of public safety, Aaron Miller, our chief of staff, Lynn, you're just amazing, and Colonel Joseph Simonelli, U.S. Army retired, for their stalwart efforts and their support long before I showed up with our Military and Veterans Affairs Committee, understanding and meeting the needs of veterans and families. That remains one of our highest priorities here in Arlington. So again, let's give them a round of applause. You know, when I came to the board in one of my embrace with the county manager, and he knew I was a veteran, I said, I heard we have some kind of committee going on around here. Can I be a part of that? He's like, yeah, JD, come on, I bring you on in. And I will tell you, it is refreshing not only to be in that space. Many of you are here today. Dulce, I see you here from APS and many others. We meet about once a month, and we talk about the issues that are going on with military families. We talk about the workforce. We talk about opportunity. We talk about everything under the sun. And that just is a testament, again, things you may not see, you may not hear about all the time, but it's going on somewhat behind the scenes here at the county level and how we're trying to support our military veterans and families. So today I encourage every resident, every employer, and every young person to take a moment to thank a veteran or a military family member, to listen to their story, and to remember that our freedoms endure because others stepped forward when called. And to my fellow veterans that are with us here today, Gabe, how you doing, Gabe? U.S. Army, HUA, and Mr. Sims, military. Sims is a military. How many West Point grads we have here? Just one? Thank you, Tyrone, for all your work in the community. I know you were doing a lot of this before I even get here, but shout out to you. So to my fellow veterans, your service did not end when you took off the uniform. Some of you are here today. You continue to lead, to serve, and to strengthen our community through your examples in public service, in volunteerism, in civic life, and in everyday acts of kindness and leadership. So on this Veterans Day, may we honor not only the service of our veterans, but the values they embody: duty, courage, integrity, and the love of our country. Thank you, and Semper Fidelis. So, lastly, I will say, many of you know I had a mentee by the name of Kent Carter. He was a veteran of Operation Iraqi Freedom. He was also an Army guy, and we were really close. He lost his life a few years ago. And as I'm standing up here right now, I'm thinking of Kent. I'm knowing that Kent would be here, and I know many others would be here. But we as a community, folks, it's not just our veterans, it's everyone. The beautiful thing about Arlington is, yes, we're a diverse, inclusive, vibrant community, but our veteran community and families are committed. They're dedicated. And what I've seen over my 17 years of being here is this unwavering commitment for support, and let's continue to do that. So with that being said, come on up. Mark is the head of our employee resource group. We have a proclamation that was signed by under the seal of the Arlington County by our chair, Takis Karantonis. And so I'm gonna read this, not all of it, but I'm gonna paraphrase a little bit. Okay. But here's our proclamation from Arlington County. Veterans Day proclamation. Whereas Veterans Day is a day intended to honor and thank all who have served in the United States Armed Forces, the men and women who have served in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, and the Space Force. Whereas the signing of the armistice ending World War I at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918 was observed by the country for over 100 years. Whereas Arlington County is home to an estimated 13,000 veterans, now, therefore, the Arlington County Board of Arlington, Virginia, does hereby proclaim November 11th as Veterans Day in Arlington County and urge all residents and Arlington employers to recognize and honor the service and sacrifice of veterans to the cause of world peace. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, JD. That was very nice, very nice. On behalf of the Veterans Employee Resource Group, I would also like to express some thanks and appreciation to Mr. Spain for the proclamation, his remarks, County Manager Mark Schwartz, other key county manager staff for sharing their time with us today. It's always nice to have this support that we have here in Arlington County. It means a lot to every one of the employee resource groups. That support across the board has been very meaningful, and it shows up in every one of those groups. So we do thank you for that. On behalf of the VERG also, I would like to extend my gratitude to the folks that helped make this event happen. There were some last minute changes that we kind of had to adjust to, and as you can see, we're indoors this year, but without the help of the staff, this really would not have gone off that well. So Lisa Wilson, Jeremy Carpel, Cindy Feliciano, Theo Packer, Shannon Johnston, and Ben Chisholm, they all kind of helped meld everything together, get this going, some last minute changes, and we got everybody here. Many of us have acquired special tokens or coins or awards throughout our military service. I'm carrying a couple right now, challenge coins. These mementos are nice reminders of jobs well done, and they can bring back vast memories. Memories of a different time, different place, no matter where you might have been. To my fellow veterans that are here, I hope you brought something. We had put that out on the flyers. If not, that's fine. But if you do have them, please share those stories, or show your challenge coin or whatever it might be with others that are out here. So please grab something to eat from the chow line out there. It should be set up. Then gather in the conference room across the hall on 311. You can share your stories, eat your food, or do whatever you'd like. But at this time, if I could get all the veterans up here for a group photo, we'll get that, and then we can get out and grab some grub. All right? Thank you all for being here. No. Okay.
Come on over. I'd like to have my colleagues up here. Yeah. No. All right, thank you.